Alright, hey there, welcome back to MTG Meow, Magic Enjoyed Other Ways.
Meow!
I'm Scott.
And I'm Abby.
And today we'll be doing a sealed build of the Star Wars The Gathering Magic set.
Ooh!
So, as you guys probably saw, Abby and I did some exhibition matches of pre-made decks that we made that were mostly commons and uncommons and one rare. And now we'll be taking that knowledge that we gained from doing the exhibition matches and using it to play some sealed. So we have our first thing you might notice is we're building our sealed deck in Cockatrice, and the reason for that is because unfortunately Star Wars The Gathering does not have their Magic set editor file freely available, so couldn't get it, so we'll have to build our deck in Cockatrice, which it's not that big a deal. It's a little bit harder to organize things by rarity and color or whatever, as you can see, but we'll make do. So
yeah, we can do it.
Not a big deal. Alright, so yeah, with that out of the way, why don't we just jump right in and start talking about our pool here. As you can see, we have 84 cards, so that's 60 commons, plus 18 uncommons, plus 6 rares and or mythics. So I haven't taken a look at this yet. What I did to build this is, fortunately, the Star Wars The Gathering set comes with an automatic random pack generator. So I just generated 6 packs, and I put them into Cockatrice, and now let's take a look at what we got. So, first thing that most people like to do when they open their sealed is to look at their rares, since oftentimes you'll be building around your rares and mythics. So let's go ahead and scroll down. We can't organize by rarity, unfortunately, so we'll just have to look until we see some golds here. And hey, there's our first rare.
Bantha Herd!
Bantha Herd. So that's a pretty good one. It's got Monstrosity X, and then you can create X11 Tusken Raider tokens when you Monstrosity it. So you get a big dude, make a lot of little dudes. So that's good, kind of an army thing. We have Bib Fortuna. When he comes into play, search your library for a card, and then put that card on top of your library. And you lose a life.
Whatever.
And then when he dies, you shuffle your library, so if he dies before your next draw step, then you don't get that card.
What?
So that's kind of cool, because in the movie, it's like, Luke just took over his brain and whatever, so it's whoever takes over him, or if you kill him, then you make it so your opponent doesn't get what they want, or something like that. Kind of cool. What else do we have for rares? Oh, we got Ki-Adi-Mundi. Okay. When he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Wow.
That's pretty good.
5 mana 4/4 with Meditate, so you can repeat that potentially. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so we have a good green rare and a good white rare and a pretty good black rare, it looks like. So keep that in mind. Oh, Millennium Falcon.
Hey! What's up, old friend?
Another good green rare. So it has Flash and Spaceflight. And then when it enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Makes sense. Millennium Falcon flashes in and saves people in the nick of time.
Bam, bam.
So that's another good green rare. We'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe we'll go green. What else do we have for real? Oh, Star Destroyer.
Oh, wow.
So that's a 7 mana Grixis color. What does it have? Spaceflight. We can tap an artifact creature, create a 1/1 TIE Fighter with Spaceflight, and we can deal 2 damage to a non-starship creature or a player. So that kind of does everything you need.
Yeah, that's really good.
Taps things down, creates dudes, deals damage. Yeah, and it's just a 6/6 with Spaceflight. That's pretty good. Wow. All right. So we have good things in blue, black, red, and green. Where's our other rares? Oh, Trade Federation Battleship. Okay, so that's Esper colors.
Wow, we got a lot of big ships.
Yeah, a lot of big ships. So let's see, this also has Spaceflight. Gives droid creatures you control +1/+1, and you just tap it to create 2 1/1 colorless droid creature tokens. Wow, that's kind of amazing. So you just tap it, and it creates 2 2/2s, basically, because it gives them +1/+1. And then even if this dies, they stick around as 1/1s. And maybe we'll have some other droids in here. I saw a few as we were scrolling, so wow, that seems insane. Okay. Then we have, is that the end of the rares? I believe it is. Let's see, just to double check.
No, I feel like there should be like one more, right?
Nope, that's all of them.
Okay.
So for our rares, we have, what were they? The Trade Federation Battleship. We have the Star Destroyer. We have Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Yeah, and the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon. And the Bantha Herd. Okay. And Bib Fortuna. Yep, so that's 6. Okay, cool. So those are our rares. So it seems like we're really being pulled in either the green direction with the Ki-Adi-Mundi and the Millennium Falcon, or we're kind of going into this multicolored direction with the Star Destroyer and the Trade Federation Battleship. What do you think
is
the position that you'd be pulled more toward here, Abby?
Honestly, if I was just choosing from the rares, I'm very partial to the Millennium Falcon, so I'd want to go green. But, I mean, the strongest are obviously the Star Destroyer and the Trade Federation battleship.
Yeah, I mean, they both have spaceflight. We saw how good spaceflight was during our matches as well. I mean, if you don't have another creature with spaceflight, it's like Shadow in normal Magic, where if you don't have another creature with Shadow, you're just done unless you have a removal spell. So, alright, let's take a look at the rest of our pool, though, see what else we have. So we have a Draught Hate Flare, whatever. It's good for turning on hate if you're that kind of deck. Bounty Hunter, we need a lot of bounty synergies before we want to go Bounty Hunters. We have Dagobah Moslog, decent monstrosity guy. Just a 4/2 for 3 mana. If we go like in the monstrosity colors for like Bantha Herd and Millennium Falcon and Key of D, then maybe that's something to consider.
Hey, yeah.
We have a Droid. It's good to keep in mind for our droid synergies. Another droid. So, and then we have, Ewok Fire Dances was very good in our exhibition match.
Yes, that was very good.
Kind of looks innocuous, but, packs quite a punch. Gamorrean Prison Guard. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under opponent's control, if this guy's untapped, it fights that creature. Okay, fair enough. So it can be a 2/1 sometimes, or die other times. We have Imperial Gunner, deals damage to a starship or player, or was that what it is? Yeah, deals starship or player. Jedi Inquirer, sure. Kia di Mundi. Another droid, so we can either add or remove a repair counter from a droid in our graveyard. Okay. We have another monster. So we have quite a few. We have 2 of these massive swarms, so that's something to keep in mind. This guy's good in the early game, just a 3 mana 3/3. Good in the late game, turns into a 6/6.
Yeah, I'm a fan of monstrosity in the monsters, to be honest.
Yeah, the monstrosity deck did pretty well, so we'll see. Mon Calamari is fine. Neophyte Hate Flare. We have 2 of those, good for turning on hate, but again, I don't see nearly enough synergies for us to want to do that. Night Spider, decent 1/1 Death Touch. The Outer Rim Slaver, that was pretty good in the bounty deck. Just a good guy comes in and fights things. Raging Reek, surprisingly good. Yep. Riding Ronto, another monstrosity guy, and so he can become monstrous for only 5 mana.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then he becomes a 4/6 with Vigilance. So that's pretty good. Another droids, more security droids. We have Senator Bail Organa, gives creatures you control plus. Wow, that's pretty good if we have the green-white deck, because then that kind of combines with, what was the rare? Bantha Herd?
Yes.
Makes a ton of dudes. And the Kia di Mundi plus +1/+1 counters on a ton of dudes too. And then this guy gives them all +1/+1. You can make just a huge army.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Maybe green-white's looking good. Shock Herd, when it dies, you can return a creature card from your graveyard. Okay. Shadow Trooper. I don't think we have enough Trooper synergies to go Troopers, even though that was a good deck.
Yeah, it was a very good deck. It was, but yeah, I'm seeing maybe 2 types of Troopers here.
Yeah, so Shock Trooper again. Sith Inquisitor, meh. Snow Trooper, Star Destroyer, again looking good. Strike Team Commando, very good. Maybe more of a sideboard card, but whatever. TIE Bomber was very good in our matches. It's a it has spaceflight, but it can lose spaceflight whenever you want it as well.
Exactly. So, that's dangerous.
It's pretty good. TIE Interceptor, 1/1 spaceflight. When it attacks, they lose 2 life. Yeah, it's not bad. Again, turning on hate is good. I don't think we'd want it in just a normal deck.
Yeah.
We have this Tri-Fighter that's, it's a droid and a spaceship. So that's some pretty good synergies. Unknot Scrapworker. Droid spells cost 1 less. Wow, we get a lot of droid synergies.
Yeah, there's a lot of droid synergy.
Unruly Surshot, we saw him, he was pretty good. Womp Rat, more monstrous. Womp womp. Wookiee, wow, all right.
Wookiee Mystic was really good.
So it seemed, just looking at the creatures, it looks like, we have a lot of good droid synergies. We have, like, this thing, and then this thing, and then the Star Destroyer, which, doesn't really work too much with droids, but it's still on theme.
Yes.
And the Trade Federation, which definitely works with droids. And then we also have a good, it seems like a Naya deck, red, green, white deck with Wookiee Mystic and all of our monstrous guys, Millennium Falcon, the Massives, things like that.
Yeah.
So, cool. Next up we have Cloaking Device, whatever, not for our deck. Crossfire, good removal spell.
Yep.
EMP Blast, good sideboard card. Escape Pod, whatever, decent trick. Ewok Ambush is whatever.
That's cute.
Ferocity of the Underworld is fine if we're in those colors. Force Denial is meh. Force Drain is meh. Force Push is fine. Force Reflex is a fine trick, I suppose. Fill Contract, we need those bounty synergies, which we're not going to have. Images of the Past, it's kind of cool if we have if we go these colors green-white, and we have a lot of enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield synergies. Dark-Eye Battle Stance gives double strike, not bad as a trick. No Contest, decent removal spell, personal energy shield, whatever. Primal Instinct, ooh, wow. So this was really good during your monstrous deck exhibitions.
Very good in the monstrous
So again, we're getting a lot of signals to maybe go green, white, red. So, Rallying Fire,
it's not bad.
Pumps the dudes. Revenge, pretty good removal spell. Instant speed, and you can pump your guy before it fights.
Yeah, that worked really well in the test matches as well.
So did Surprise Maneuver.
Yes, that did too.
I think Revenge is overall going to be better than something like Surprise Maneuver, but it was still fun. Then we have Wisdom of the Jedi. Again, very good if we're in those colors. Lands, we have decent amount of mana fixing, not a ton of mana fixing, combined with these holocrons. We can. I don't think we can go like full 5 color, just play the best cards we have. I think we need a couple more dual lands to do that, so we'll see what happens. Acquire Target is fine. Battle Tactics is fine if we have a huge army. Capture, just basically a threaten, and if it has bounty, you can add some mana. Preordain, always going to go into our blue decks, basically. Wow, 2 Repurpose?
Hey!
Whoa! Repurpose is insane, in my opinion. I mean, it's a common, but it's a 2-for-1. Basically, you just kill their best creature and get your best creature back from the graveyard. We have 2 of them. Wow. All right, that's pulling me.
That's worth considering.
That's definitely pulling me out of going the green-white aggro deck and maybe more toward the droid decks. So we'll see. All right, then we have Sabak Game. You choose a permanent an opponent controls. They choose a permanent you control. Flip a coin. If you win, you gain control of theirs. If you lose, they gain control of yours. Okay. It's got the Perimeter, decent ramp card, and Swarm the Skies create 3 1/1 TIE fighters with space. Wow.
That's really good.
That's really good. Jeez, 3 of them, and it's a common? All right, cool. So, that's a lot to take in. What do you think, Abby, after looking at all this?
I mean, personally, I like getting out fatties quickly, and I like the monstrosity mechanics. So I'm leaning towards the green, red, white Naya deck.
Yeah, I think you definitely are. I'm definitely leaning toward the droid deck with the Star Destroyer, TIE Bomber, Trade Federation, Tri-Fighter, and these 2 Repurpose.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of synergy there.
So actually, I think what we'll do here is, because I think both decks are really good, what we'll do is we'll build one of the decks here, and then for our matches, we'll play against the other deck.
Hey, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, so that way, because with the Pokemon matches, we had to kind of sit down and build a whole other deck, which is kind of annoying, but I think this pool is strong enough that it can support 2 very different and very good decks. So I think it'll be fun to see how then we can see both decks, and maybe we'll say like, yep, should have definitely gone that way, or something like that. So, because I'm the one doing the narrating here, and I think you'd rather play the Naya deck, why don't we build the droid deck then?
You're teasing me. All right.
So, if we go droids, we're going to be Esper, and I think we're also going to put in the Star Destroyer, so that would make us every color except green. So, and again, we have the 3 holocrons, and we have 4 dual lands here. Only one of them searches for green, so that's not such a bad loss.
Yeah.
So I think if we put in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, we can go 4 colors pretty easily. But I don't think we could go full 5 colors.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
So, okay, cool. So why don't we just go through and get rid of the things that we know we're not going to play, first of all. All right, starting a Draught Hate Flare. I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Bounty Hunter, no. Bantha Herd. This is the card that would go in your deck. So double white. We're going to want to stay on the double colors. Since we're playing 4 colors, we only want them if they're really helping us toward our game plan or they're insane cards. And this is more something in your deck. So we'll save Bantha Herd for your time. Bib Fortuna seems very good. He can search up our Trade Federation battleship if we need it. So I think he's making the cut. Dagobah Mosslug, that's in your deck. Yep. Droids, we want as many droids as we can. Ewok Fire Dancers, we're not playing green. I don't think we're not going to be aggressive enough for this guy. Imperial Gunner, meh. Jedi Inquirer, when it leaves the battlefield, you can exile an enchantment. That's a sideboard card. It's Kia D, again, that's going to go in your deck. Maintenance Droid, good droids. Massif is your deck. Millennium Falcon's your deck. Mon Calamari, it's not bad, we'll see. Neon Hate Flare, nope, we're not playing the Sith. Night Spider, we're not green. We're not green for him. We're not going to be raging nor reeking.
What? No reeks?
Riding Ronto, again, that's your deck. Security Droid, yep. Senator Bail Organa is your deck. Shark card maybe is yours. Shadow Trooper, no, we don't want any of the troopers. We don't really want the Inquisitor or the Snow Trooper. Star Destroyer, yes.
Absolutely.
Strike Team Commando, that's more of a sideboard card. TIE Bomber is good. TIE Interceptor, we'll leave it here for now, but I think we'll be cutting enough stuff that we don't need it. Trade Federation, yes. Tri-Fighter, yes. Has droid and spaceflight and repair.
Lots of synergies there.
Again, Scrap Worker, very good. Unruly Surshot. It's just a guy who comes down and does a 4/4 and can maybe kill an opponent's dude. Not bad. We'll keep him in for now.
Yeah.
Womp Rat, no. Wookiee Mystic, no.
What?
Hey, they'll be in your deck. Don't worry.
Know.
Cloaking Device, that's way too aggressive for us. I mean, maybe we'll be playing these Interceptors. Hopefully not, but definitely don't want Cloaking Device. Crossfire seems like a good... Now, this is the kind of spell that I don't mind being double red because it's just a good removal spell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So. EMP Blast, that's a sideboard card. Escape Pod, exile a creature you control and return it to the battlefield. I don't think we have enough enters the battlefield synergies. I mean, we have maybe Mon Calamari and Security Droid.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll leave it in for now, but I don't think so. Ewok Ambush, Ferocity of the Underworld, we're not playing green. Force Denial. I don't think this is good enough unless we can turn on Hate, but we'll keep it in for now.
Yeah.
Force Drain, yeah, that might be a decent removal spell. We'll keep it in. Force Push, again, maybe decent removal spell. Force Reflex, I don't think we're in the mood for, tricks, so... Fulfill Contract, we're not going to have enough bounties for that. Images of the Past. Again, I don't think we have enough enters the battlefield things. We have, 2 or 3, so...
Yeah, I mean...
We really need a lot.
Yeah.
For that one to really make the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Jar Kai Battle Stance, again, I don't think we're aggressive enough. No Contest, we're not green. Personal Energy Shield, maybe. Primal Instinct, that's Abbey's deck. Rallying Fire, Abbey's deck.
Yes.
Revenge. Revenge? Target creature you control
it's fights. Good.
I mean, it's not bad. And since we're going to be probably a slower deck, then we'll definitely be taking damage. So it might turn on the +4/+0, so we'll see. Surprise Maneuver. We'll keep it in for now, but I don't think so. Wisdom of the Jedi, we're not playing green. Keep these lands for sure. Acquire target, maybe. Battle Tactics, nope. Capture, nope. Preordain, probably. Repurpose, yes, it's one of the reasons we went this way. Sabak Game, no thank you. Scout, no. Swarm the Skies. Swarm the Skies seems kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Alright, so we have to keep in mind we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands, so that brings us down to 33. So we need to make about 10 cuts here.
Oh boy, alright.
So I think some of them are going to be easy, though. So let's take a look at these holocrons. I mean, we're not playing green, but I think just having a way to ramp us into, our 6-drop and our... where's our Star Destroyer? Our 7-drop. I think that's good to have. Maybe we only need 1 Jedi holocron, though. What do you think, Abby?
It's a tough call. I mean...
Because, these holocrons are good.
Yeah.
But if we're only able to... In one of the games, I was kind of struggling. I think it was in the droid deck, and I was struggling because I could only get the mana colors that I needed every other turn.
Yeah.
So they're good, but if you can only use it every other turn, it's not really fantastic.
Yeah,
so,
you have to charge them, and then it takes turns, and they're okay.
Yeah, I like them for mana fixing, but I think we'll come back to it. So let's take a look at the creatures again. We want all the droids we can get. Mon Calamari just seems as a good 3/2 guy. Comes in, draws me a card, maybe blocks a dude. So
it's alright. Personally, I would cut it, but I know how much you like draw.
We'll see. Security Droid, we need droid. Star Destroyer, TIE Bomber. Alright, we can get rid of the TIE Interceptors. We're just not going to be aggressive enough.
Alright.
And again, if it had synergies with Star Destroyer or whatever, then sure. But it's 3 mana for a 1/1 that you have to attack with, whereas we can just make a million 1/1s.
Yeah, you can make it's.
We can swarm the skies or something. So.
Exactly.
Alright, I want Unruly Surshot. Maybe we don't need him. I'm trying to see how many other... We already have 2 other Droidekas who are 5 mana as well. So yeah, I don't think we need... If we had other ways to put bounty counters, or if this was maybe cost less or something.
Yeah, there's no bounty synergy in this. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Then Crossfire is very good. Escape Pod, yeah, I just don't think we're going to be doing that. Force Denial. I'm just worried about having enough stuff to do in the early games. We have a 2-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. Yeah, we have a decent amount of stuff to do in the early game, so I don't think we need Force Denial. I think we're just going to be too busy doing other stuff. And if
we've got better things
if
to
we
do.
draw this on like turn 8 or 9 or 10, it's just going to feel terrible.
Yeah.
Force Drain, that's decent removal. Force Push, I don't think we're aggressive enough for this. This would seem good in like a blue, black, red tempo deck, but for us, we want to just get rid of problems.
It just seems sort of meh here.
Yeah, we don't want to delay them. Personal Energy Shield, yeah, I think that's again more of a sideboard card against decks that have lots of removal, because we want to like protect our Star Destroyer or Trade Federation thing, but I'm not too concerned about it to put this in the deck, so... Revenge, that seems like decent removal.
Yeah, Revenge is good. You don't want to take that out.
Surprise Maneuver, I don't think we need that. Acquire Target, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. I mean, again, our deck is all about finding the Trade Federation and the Star Destroyer, so maybe...
And just pooping out guys and being face, essentially, so...
Maybe we'll keep that, we'll see. Preordain, good. Repurpose, good. Swarm this guy's good. Alright, so we have 27... minus 4, so we're at 23.
Hey, there we go.
So, did we take anything out that we could keep in? Or are we good here?
I think we're good. I mean, like, we've got a lot of good synergy with the droids. We've got a lot of good synergy with space. We have a lot of space flight. We have a lot of droids. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. And I think that what we have, to me, it seems good. But what do you think?
Yeah, what I think is I'm a little bit worried about having the 3 holocrons in the deck. But, looking at all the stuff we have, I'm not really worried about not having things to do with our mana. We have, like, this guy. We can just meditate back to our hand, cast them again, draw cards. We have Star Destroyer, which is the ultimate thing to have when you have a lot of mana. So if we have a ton of mana, then I'm just not concerned at all. And I'm very happy with all the ways we have to kind of search through our deck. We have Preordain, Acquire Target, Bib Fortuna, lots of ways to find our Star Destroyer. So I don't think we'll really have problems getting super flooded. Cool. All right, so that's this will be my deck in the matches. It looks like we are going to be non-green droids and starships.
Oh, yucky!
Cool. And I'll just add in some basic lands to this, and then Abbey will probably be playing Naya, Monsters, Millennium Falcon stuff.
Absolutely.
So it should be cool. All right, we'll see you in the matches.
See you in the matches!